nothing that I know of ever happened like this around here before.
Tonight, tragedy in Toano. Police say a mother shot her young son, then turned the gun on herself. Tonight, the small community is left heartbroken as police search for answers. And that is our top story this Wednesday night. I'm Regina Mobley.
And I'm David Allen. Investigators reveal this started after a distraught woman called 911. Officers rushed to the home on Little Creek Dam Road. Inside, they found Janelle and Noah Gallegos shot. Neither survived. 13 News Now reporter Nico Clemens is following the story tonight. He's live outside the family's home.
Yeah, this is a tragedy in James City County. A mother is dead, and so is her 12-year-old son. The scene inside their home just right down this dirt road. So many unanswered questions tonight. But the main one this small Toano community is asking is why.
Oh, it's devastating.
A community stunned.
There's nothing that I know of ever happened like this around here before.
Police say Janelle Gallegos shot her 12-year-old son Noah inside their home off Little Creek Dam Road before turning the gun on herself. Dalen Head lives just a few feet away. He didn't know the family well, but he saw Noah quite often.
The son used to catch the bus up here in the morning and, of course, get on and off the bus, and that's the only thing I've ever seen.
Officers forced their way inside the home. Janelle was already dead. Medics say Noah died on the way to the hospital. The news spread quickly this morning.
I have a 10-year-old daughter, so it really hurts. And then I have one son, so that is my only son. So now I'm here at the scene of what happened. I'm thinking about that son and her as well, you know, and her family.
Police say Janelle called 911. They say she was distraught and possibly suffering from a mental health episode. Dispatchers say she was making erratic statements.
You know, that just goes to show we have to get on top of that.
Moments later, police say she pulled the trigger.
It's a very traumatic event for the community, for the officers, and for the school system as well.
Noah was a 6th grade student at Toano Middle School. Head says the entire Toano community is rocked by this tragedy.
It happens everywhere in USA, you know, it's very sad.
And police say Noah's dad was at work when this terrible tragedy happened. At Toano Middle School, they sent home letters with the students and contacted parents to let them know what happened and what resources are in place moving forward. The next step for police is to find out why this happened. In James City County, I'm Nico Clemens, 13 News Now.
We first told you about this story through a breaking news alert on the 13 News Now app. That is where you can find updates. It is free for iPhone and Android phones.
New video reveals a dangerous scene in a Chesapeake neighborhood. Take a look. A school bus driver lets students off the bus. They take off and cross railroad tracks with a stopped train and the crossing gate down.
The whole thing caught on camera. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin is live where that video was taken. And Megan, neighbors tell you they've seen pedestrians do this before.
Regina, David, neighbors tell us that they definitely have seen this before. This is not the first time, and hopefully it will be the last time they see people trying to cross these tracks when they're not supposed to. Now, this is not something that you necessarily have to do. You could go down the street and go over a bridge to avoid the trains altogether, but also you could call that phone number on the sign to get Norfolk Southern to move that train. Norfolk Southern's trains are on the move. But when they stop, that's when people get impatient and cross the tracks illegally.
I mean, every great once in a while you'll see somebody, but never anybody getting off a school bus.
Dustin Smith works at the automobile shop along the Atlantic Avenue train tracks. He says Tuesday afternoon he saw students climbing through a parked Norfolk Southern train after getting off Chesapeake Public School Bus 191.
I think it's a little crazy on the bus driver's part.
To me, if it's the kids, you know, you're the bus driver, you're responsible for their safety. So
over the phone, Chesapeake truck driver Patrick Priest told us he's the one who recorded the moments on camera. He says he's not sure who's really responsible for the kids getting on the tracks.
It could be the kids, you know, it could have been the driver, you know, and I was like, there's cameras on buses, and I'm sure they're going to review it to see if the kids did something.
Chesapeake School District isn't commenting on the investigation.
We have reached out to the school. We are talking with them.
Norfolk Southern spokeswoman Susan Turpay says the train in the video was parked for 25 to 30 minutes.
The train can move at any time.
Now they plan on putting a flagman out on the location during heavy traffic to make sure trains move when needed, and this never happens again.
It's extremely dangerous and potentially deadly.
And Norfolk Southern says climbing over the train and, of course, going on this railroad when this crossing guard is down is completely illegal. And we will give you the latest details on our website as well as this investigation develops. Reporting live in Chesapeake, I'm Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
Changing politics in Virginia Beach as we look live at Town Center. City Hall is months away from another big shakeup. Right now, Vice Mayor Lewis Jones is running the City Council. Jones himself, a former mayor, takes over for Will Sessoms, who stepped down last week. Now comes the question, who will voters pick for the office of mayor? 13 News Now reporter Stephen Graves found 3 people who say this is the ultimate gig.
Yeah, right now there are 3 men who have announced that they're running for mayor, and they're very well known in Virginia Beach. All have city council experience. But the 2 current city councilmen say it was time to step up.
I am here to announce my candidacy for mayor.
After 4 years on city council, Ben Davenport says it's time to lead Virginia's largest city.
And we believe we're going to be successful.
He made the announcement in front of a new technology company. He says he had a major role in attracting, and if he has his say, more will come.
That is going to provide the types of high-paying jobs that our children can come home to, and that's what our entire campaign's about.
At 37 years old, Davenport is about half the age of his opponents. Linwood Branch, a former city councilman of 10 years and oceanfront business owner, didn't get back to us for this story, but has previously told us he has a strong enthusiasm for the city.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for both of them.
Current city councilman Bobby Dyer says his 14 years of experience and current job as a home care physical therapist makes him a top contender.
I'm in people's homes. I see what goes on. You know, this is what I would bring that knowledge and discernment to the table.
At the end of the day, both current councilmen say their aim is to make sure they hear everyone in the city of Virginia Beach.
So I want to make things an equal playing field for everybody. There's a perception out there, real or imagined, there is some cronyism and favoritism going on.
Inclusion will be an expectation for the city of Virginia Beach, and I hope that you all will stand with me so that we can accomplish that.
That special election is scheduled for November. Reporting in Virginia Beach, Stephen Graves, 13 News Now.
Mayors in Chesapeake and Newport News will keep their seats in City Hall. Last night, Chesapeake Mayor Rick West soundly defeated Joanne Gallant 58 to 42%. In Newport News, McKinley Price defeated 3 challengers to secure a 3rd and he says final term. He says he will step aside in 2022 to spend more time with his family.
New at 6, a mom is accused of getting in a drunk driving crash with her 3 daughters in the car. Tonight, Melody Powell faces some serious charges, including DWI and child neglect. This happened on Blunt Point Road yesterday afternoon. Police say Powell hit a truck. When officers pulled up, they say she smelled of booze and had slurred speech. No one was seriously hurt in the crash, though one of the girls complained of arm pain. We're watching this situation on I-264, the 64, right there at the interchange. Crews are still cleaning up the mess left behind after a tractor trailer overturned. State police shared these pictures with us. It happened just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Troopers tell us the trailer was fully loaded and spilled out all over the exit ramp. The driver and a passenger were scraped up in that wreck.